Ahoy there, Legion! 'Tis the day of the Devstream, so you know I got a recap and review for you. Artstream. From a news-focused perspective, any art or sound or anything other than a normal Devstream is usually a tip-off. We're in filler episode territory. Folks who like the niche topic will love it, but if you want actual information to see what's on that horizon, well, let's just take a gander at what they had to say about Damage 2.5, as last Devstream was cut off early. So, Damage 2.5, and I quote, "If you're looking for commentary on that, this isn't the stream for it." That's always good to know. Gonna have to lay the sarcasm on thick to get through this one with a smile. Okay, turn your eyes on and your brain off, Legion. We got ourselves an art stream. Right out of the gates, they said not only is the delayed Unvaulting arriving, unless they delay it again, on February 6th, but with so much needlessly locked away in there, only 2 events a year would take ages to get to everything. Fear not, Baro is on the case. To help sweeten the deal, they gave us an example and said he might even sell things like the coveted Odinata Prime. You know, that one side mode the vast majority loves so much. Next, they hyped up a big announcement that would go live later today. Eventually, they revealed that TennoCon is a-comin'. And truth be told, even though this has only been an annual event the last 2 or 3 years, I was awestruck by this big announcement. The countdown to buy tickets is live for July 7th, but if anything, that's more of a countdown to when Umbra better be released than the convention itself, or the player base is going to give the sacrifice a whole different type of meaning. Octavia Deluxe. Deluxe skins are supposed to embody what the frame is all about, right? What does a musical-themed frame conjure up in the mind? I know. That. That fits perfectly. Just make it look like a mixture of sarin and Khora, paint it with pure rust, and, right, it's music-based. Just jam some speakers in there anywhere. No one's gonna notice, it's fine. Vauban Deluxe fared a bit better. They seem to be going with a steam-powered theme, which itself is an homage to the steam train, I suspect, so a certain train frame content creator will hopefully get a kick out of this one. DEXcalibur. I don't know if I got it on last year's recaps, but I did say this would have been a perfect combination. Instead, we ended up getting a scarf last year. But you got a starter frame as the basic mascot for your game with by far the most skins available for it. So you'd want people to have a lot of access to this one. You even got an event thanking your players for 5 years of your success. So as thanks, DE is gonna give us all the skin. Just the skin. Not like the weapons where it comes with a slot and you can actually use it. You gotta farm up Excal yourself if you actually want to use this thing. So that's nice. Might change before the event goes live, and I really hope it does, but moving right along. Volt still needs cloth physics. I felt bad for Trinity. Even though they admit it's been years since they said they were gonna, they, quote, need to find the time, end quote. I'm surprised this one made it to air, but someone asked, how does the art team handle internal disputes between creative differences in terms of design? Oh, I know this one. They fire you. Oh wait, PR speak. I mean, they all get along and don't ask us about Ignis Day. Nothing happened. I mean, yes, his deluxe skin version of Ember was way better than this punk chicken mess DE released, but a Hydroid Prime trailer. Quote, we'll see. Trying to squeeze it in, it'll definitely happen. Sounds more like a conversation at the end of a long night of drinking. Just go slow, DE. Don't force nothing. Give it time to adjust. On that topic, this massive sword and sheath was shown not too long ago, and folks wanted to know if they could have it themselves. DE was a bit cryptic as it does tie into future storyline rewards, but they proverbially winked and nodded. But they did say something that really distracted me. To avoid spoilers, the guy who's got this weapon has one really stretched out arm. DE said the weapon is going to be two-handed for us, but it's only one-handed for him. The reasoning was, he has a long arm. I don't see how the length of your arm necessitates only one hand. If anything, you'd need more support because it's further away from your body, and I'm sure there's gravity and tensile strength and muscle density involved, but fine, we'll let it slide. Even Reb said, if you say so on this one. So, one limp noodle is stronger than Atlas. Gotcha. Khora's weapons include a sword thing that started out as a spear and a dart gun which has an alt fire that changes its damage from toxin to fire, ice, and likely electricity. electricity. Chroma lovers out there are heavy breathing, I'm sure, at that mechanic. Or heavy fire breathing to be more precise, but carrying on. Zephyr's Deluxe, Nezha's Deluxe skin was shown off and even started creation of it live on screen to really rub salt in that poor bird's wounds. Curiously, the concept looks identical to Chroma's, but not touching that. Corpus are going to be even more appealing to kill now with new helmets and styles on the way. Very likely due to Venus's landscape feature, which DE seems to be trying to avoid talking about for some reason. But here's the 3 shown off. Pretty ugly, in my opinion. But this one right here, for some reason, fills me with a gross incandescence. Speaking of light, they got a new light rendering tech under the hood as the original one stopped getting support. So it's all in-house and brand new. But worry not, this won't consume any more processing power than the previous one and will in fact, say it with me, run faster than the previous one. I wanna believe you, DE, I really do, but the Earth tileset rework and planes might have a few words with you. Just saying. Volt had a Proto skin shown off a few episodes ago, and it might not actually be a deluxe skin after all. It seems DE likes the idea of deluxe skins so much, not only is every frame getting 1, but 2. Now, I was pretty sure Umbra fell into this Proto category, considering the sort of lore behind it. So I'm a bit curious if this is a sneak peek at Volt's Umbra, or how are all of these going to be released without crossing over each other. But as for the tidbits, DE wants to cash in on Operator Tennogen next, so those got a mesh and hair update. Tennogen itself is going to have 10 more items added next week, and I think the final 10, the first week of February or so, they didn't quite say. And the flying vehicle in planes has better animations. The clan Kingpin mechanic is closer to release, but was trimmed down in order to do so. So I don't know if I want the end result of that trade-off, but I guess we'll see what that ended up turning into. And there is a planes event involving some new enemy that had difficulty walking around. So something big, not the delayed Eidolons, those are coming out some other time, and not Lephantis Rehashis, because we already seen that last event. So maybe the weird Eidolon with massive stomping arms and like little feet. Technically there's also the spider Corpus bots that were shown off, but that doesn't seem right for planes. That's more of a Venus theme, but we'll find out in the coming weeks. So, what did you think about this dev stream? Let me know in the comments below. I was not impressed with the logic involved, but there was some good in there, and maybe you got more enjoyment out of it than I. Certainly hope you enjoyed this recap at least. In completely unrelated news, Rant Roundup is already well and underway. It should release next week. Friday? Sound good? Sounds good to me. Until then, thanks for watching, Legion, and take care.